Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Vintage Boutique Cali. My name is Doug and I hope you all are doing well. Today I am bringing you another episode of the Vintage Jewelry Vault where I've actually pulled some fun or interesting items from the vault to feature and to show you guys and to explain to you why I actually like them. So as with each episode, the jewelry that I show will fall into one of four categories. It's either going to be gold, sterling silver, antique costume jewelry over 100 years old, or the true vintage costume, which is over 50 years old. So anyway, I think that I pulled out some really fun things today to show you and talk about. And so I think with that, let's clear the table and see what I have pulled for you today. Okay, so the first item that I want to show you guys today is this very cool pair of vintage sterling silver cufflinks. And I will say, truth be told, these were not pulled from the vault. They were actually pulled from my personal drawer because on the rare occasions when I do wear cufflinks, this is my go-to pair that I wear most of the time, just because I like them. And there really isn't anything, in my eyes, there's nothing boring about them. I've seen a lot of cufflinks, and in fact, for many decades, I collected cufflinks. And at one point, I had over 2,000 pair of cufflinks that ranged from a period of about 100 years. And I've been able to slowly pare them back. I have sold a lot of them. I've gotten back to about 500 or 600 pairs right now. My goal is to get down to about 50 or 60. But anyway, regarding this pair, I love this. These were made by jewelry designer Charles Walker of Pound Ridge, New York, just above New York City. And they date to about 1950. You can see on the back, let's see here. You can see on the back where they are marked Charles Walker original around the corner. And then on the toggle here, it's marked sterling as well. But anyway, this is a sterling, I'm sorry, this is a carnelian stone, and you got the Roman soldier Intaglio on it. And you know, I'm actually a curious person by nature. So I'm always researching, reading, and learning about older jewelry, the various designs and the designers and their history and everything like that when I have time. Because honestly, I think knowledge is important, and maybe being a teacher's kid, that was ingrained in me, I don't know. But while I know this is not the best image, here is a print article from October 1956 where Charles Walker was making a pair of gold cufflinks for Adlai Stevenson, who was the 31st governor of Illinois from 1949 to 1953. I don't know, I just kind of found it interesting, so I thought I'd share that with you. But anyway, this is the first item that I wanted to show you. I love these, and these are part of my personal collection. So the next piece I have for you guys, it's actually three pieces that I have in this really cool leather box. And it is three pieces of sterling silver that are all crosses, different kinds of crosses. And thankfully I have my cheat sheet notes on each one of these bags, so that'll help you understand what they are. But this first piece is actually a filigree Latin budded cross. All right, so, and by the way, this is 50 grams of sterling right here. Isn't that a beauty? When I say budded cross, it's because of these ends are the budded. This is a Latin cross, but it is budded. You got the filigree. I like the 3D design of it. I've had a lot of sterling come across my desk, and I have a lot of crosses as well in my inventory, but this one is one that I think was really special because I haven't seen many of these, especially this size, come across my desk before. So that's why I thought it was kind of special. Wanted to share that with you. Again, 50 grams. This is a 24-inch rope chain as well from Italy. Just very cool. Not something you see all the time. So let's just put this over in the background for now while we do the other ones. Now the next kind of cross we have is actually a Jerusalem cross. And this is marked 935 Jerusalem. And it's about just under 55 grams. And of course it has an Italian chain on it as well. But for those of you that may not be aware, a Jerusalem cross is a heraldic cross. It's a Christian cross variant that consists of the one cross with the 4 smaller Greek crosses, one in each quadrant of this. And it actually was used as the emblem and coat of arms of the Kingdom of Jerusalem from the 1280s, so it was a long time ago. There are a lot of different uses of it today. You can Google it, but anyway, I just think this is a really pretty cross. It is rather large. You can look at the size of it. But I compare to the palm of my hand, very 3D. It is marked on the back, Jerusalem 935. Has this really nice chain from Italy as well. Anyway, I just thought it was a very pretty piece of jewelry. And I wanted to share that with you. All right, now we do have one more Jerusalem cross as well. This is a lot smaller. The difference here is that, first of all, this is a much smaller cross. And you can see here, it has a really pretty blue center stone. That center stone is a blue spinel. And this is actually marked 999, which is pure silver, Jerusalem, 14 grams. And here again, you've got the cross and you have the 4 smaller Greek crosses in the middle. And here on the back side, you'll see silver, Jerusalem, and 999. This is on an Italian snake chain. Very nice. I like that blue spinel. It's just very pretty. And again, you don't see these every day, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share it with you. All right, let's go on to the next item. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next piece. I'm going to stick with sterling silver at the moment since that's what we were looking at over here. This is another piece of sterling silver that I actually purchased from Brandon of Heartland Picker. This is an awesome sculptural great horned owl pendant brooch. It was designed by Yaacov Heller, who is a world-renowned sculptor and silversmith. He lives in Boca Raton, Florida, and actually I encourage you to go to his website. It's www.yaacovheller.com. On that website, you can actually read about his biography and learn about his artwork and what he's done. In fact, I'm going to read a paragraph right now. It says, Yaacov has been rated among the world's most accomplished sculptors and top silversmiths. His work has been used to convey messages of hope, tolerance, acceptance, and remembrance and peace through the interpretation of the human form and spirit while holding to his personal, unwavering commitment to artistic quality. Throughout his 60-year career, he has been commissioned to create historically significant works for presidents, kings and queens, heads of state, and other dignitaries and celebrities. Ronald Reagan, Gerald Ford, George Bush, Bill Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, Henry Kissinger, Hosni Mubarak, Benjamin Netanyahu, Shimon Peres, Jacques Chirac, Yitzhak Rabin, and Anwar Sadat are among the many world leaders who have owned pieces bearing the artist's signature. Works are found in presidential libraries and museums worldwide. So that's just the beginning of his biography. So you can read the rest of it on his website. I do enjoy figural pieces, especially of animals, and I really like the attention to detail on this piece. You can definitely tell that he is a sculptor. And here you can see it is marked 925, and up here you can see the Y period Heller, H-E-L-L-E-R, it's a signature. I just love this piece. It's over 3 inches wide, and it's a good, look how big it is compared to my palm of my hand. And this actually weighs in at 66 grams. So it's a big chunk of silver there, but it's really, really cool. Very, very cool. So I like that I had that piece. So that's the last sterling piece that I'm going to be showing you in this group. I'm going to move on to some more stuff now. All right, so the next piece is probably the best purchase value-wise that I've ever made, and it is a men's vintage 7-diamond cluster ring. Now, this is 14 karat gold with 1.5 carats of diamonds, and the reason I say it's the best purchase I made value-wise is because just take a look at what I paid for it. Yep. That's right, and I'm not kidding you. Actually, I paid a little less because they gave me a 10% discount for being an over 55 senior. This actually was back in 2019, before COVID was a thing. I actually saw this ring in the jewelry case at our local Goodwill store, and it was sitting in a box, a ring box marked fashion jewelry on the lid. And truthfully, I almost didn't get it because I thought to myself that, well, that can't be real, not for $49. And I thought, oh, it's probably a good fake. And I kept telling myself, well, shoot, I don't want to pay $49 for a fake ring, because if it is fashion jewelry that they made to look really nice, then I don't want to be out $49. So I actually left it there in the counter. And I looked around the store a little bit, and then I came back and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And if I get home and test it and it's not real, then, you know, it's just a gamble that I took. But actually, when I got home and tested it, both the gold tested positive and the diamonds tested positive as well. So I was very much in disbelief. I then had to go over and get a written appraisal from my local jeweler, and he gave me the gold weight. It was 8.1 grams of 14 karat gold, and then he gave me the valuation of the 4 C's of diamond valuation, as far as the cut and clarity, carats and color. He did confirm that it is 1.5 carat weight. So anyway, needless to say, this was, I think, probably my best score out there in the wild. So I just wanted to share that with you. I don't wear this. It really just kind of sits in the box, but it's a size 9, so I can actually wear it on my pinky if I wanted to. But yeah, I like it. This one will not be sold either. I'm going to keep this one. So there you go. The next piece is actually a set that I have, and this set actually dates to the 1960s. It is the hand-carved mother of pearl jewelry, which has the Chinese symbols on it. Now, in this set, I actually have the necklace and the earrings and the bracelet. Let's see, this is the way it goes. This is the Chinese symbol for longevity or long life. And all of these links on all three of these pieces have the same symbol. And you can see they're hand carved. They're a little bit different. These were not done by machine. So each one is a little bit different as depending on how they carved it. But I love this. I mean, you can see how they cut them or carved them and then put them inside these, each one of the links. I just think it's really cool. I like it. It's a sign of the times. Our family used to live in Taipei, Taiwan for a few years in the mid to late 1960s. My dad was in the military and he was stationed there, so we moved to wherever he was stationed. Anyway, when we repatriated back to the US, I distinctly remember Mom having and wearing jewelry like this, but it was with different hand-carved Chinese symbols. So again, this one is longevity, and this one is not part of this set, but this one is actually the Chinese symbol for love. Anyway, I like that. So I like having these. They're kind of cool. I actually found these in an antique store here locally, and I found this one someplace else. But I like this style of the vintage jewelry, so that's why I got it. And I thought you guys might like it as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go on to this other piece right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way so that we can look at it. Let's fold it backwards. And you got that there. This next piece is actually a gorgeous piece that I purchased from Tanya of my jewelry addiction. This is an Art Nouveau gold-filled hinged cameo bangle bracelet. Now the Art Nouveau period, actually it was kind of a short-lived period. It was like 20 years or so, from like 1890 to 1910, but it was a really important period in jewelry history because it changed the way that jewelry designs were characterized, and it focused more on like the, what do you call it, the organic lines. There's a lot of flowers, birds, and female form, very indicative of Art Nouveau. But anyway, I like this cameo. This is actually not a cameo made of shell. This is a cameo made of hard stone. This is white onyx. Now there is a maker's mark. Let's see if we can see it. It's right there. It's very, very small, but under magnification, I had to look under a microscope. It's the block letter T. It's a capital T inside an upside down triangle, and that is the maker's mark of Totten Manufacturing Company out of Massachusetts. They were in business from 1896 through 1915, which of course aligns with the Art Nouveau period. But I like this one. Tanya had this, she was auctioning this off on one of her Sunday evening auctions, and I got it. But I do like it. And this is a big bracelet too, because I have an 8.5-inch wrist, and look at that. That actually fits at 8.5, and you still have room to move. But anyway, I just think that's really pretty. So thank you, Tanya. Put that back over there. And let's set that right there. These last couple of pieces I have listed are called Unsigned Beauties because I do not know the manufacturers of these, and I just haven't had time to research everything. But anyway, this is a wonderful brooch that I purchased recently. I purchased this in July of 2022. I had flown out to Buffalo for a family gathering, and while I was out there, I met up with Anitra of I Spy Queens, and I also met with Carla of Princess Casserole, and the three of us got together. We had lunch, and we actually went to, a couple places, some antique malls, and did some shopping together. And I got this when I was on that trip with them. I love this. There is no maker's mark on it, and I do not know who made this. So if you happen to know, I'd love to know more. You got the nice red eye there. It's like a pave set, rhinestones. Got the beautiful blue stone there. Look at the back side. There is no marking on it. I did find another one of these online before. I wanted to see if there was any maker, but I had no luck. But I love this, and actually I would like to find more of these. I don't know if they have other animals with different color stones, but I think I would try to find more of these if I could. Yeah, just really, really pretty. You can see the beveling of the stone on the backside. Just very, very, very nice. So that's the first one that is an unsigned beauty. And this second one is also a really nice piece. And maybe you guys can help me out here as well. So this one, check this out. This is a wide panel bracelet. And you can see this is a fold over clasp on it. There are no marks on it. Needs a little bit of cleaning, I can see that right now. But look at the brilliant stones. They're all there, they're all prong set. You have the darker purple, and then you have the lighter, the lavender. It's just a beautiful bracelet. This dates to around the 1930s or 40s, I believe. That's all I could really find on it. And I have a couple ideas of who the maker might be. But again, I just need to do a little bit more research. So if any of you happen to know, that'd be great if you could help me out. Leave some comments on the bottom or provide some leads for me. Look at the way the leaves go over the top. Very sparkly. There's no signature. I just like that. So anyway, that's another vintage beauty. So there you have it. And I guess that concludes another episode of the Vintage Jewelry Vault. I'd love to hear your thoughts again. What were your favorite pieces and why? I'd love to hear your feedback. I like reading your comments all the time. I definitely try to respond to all of the comments that are left. If you take the time to leave me a comment, then I'm going to take the time to reply to you. So thank you very much for your time. Also, if you enjoyed the video, I'd very much appreciate it if you would consider taking a second to click that thumbs up button. And I also invite you to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I will be updating or uploading a new episode of this series once a week. And I will also be having some upcoming live auctions and pre-recorded jewelry sales where I'll be selling some sterling silver and some costume jewelry as well. A date has not been set for those yet, but they will be coming. So if you hit the notification bell on my channel, then you'll be notified when I make my announcements of when those sales are going to be. So thank you very much. I do appreciate you being here. You guys have a great day. And again, thank you. Bye-bye.